Hey guys, let's paint. Get some water, something for paint, a canvas, lots of paint, and get ready to get dirty. You'll also need tape and brushes, of course, and find a space to set up. Now you're gonna have to decide if you want your canvas vertical or horizontal, and then tape it off so you get a nice border at the end. Now today we're going to do an elephant, so pick out some funky colors that you want, starting with gray, and then paint your whole canvas white. Now to start, you don't need a lot of paint, so just put a little dollop, like this, and then we're just gonna make a general shape of our elephant. Just a quick rough sketch. And I'll show you in a second, but elephant ears are a unique shape. They look a little bit like upside down triangles. If you need to get yourself a reference picture, that works too. So just fill in the head, trunk, and ears, and we'll do the body later. And I'll show you right here how to fix your ear shapes. So notice how the top is wide and the bottom is small. Ah! Excuse me. Hello? You're in my way. Yeah. Do you see what I deal with? So this is what we want to end up with, right, Brax? Oh, okay. Bye. All right, so now I'm just gonna go back and put in a faint block out of the rest of the body. It's not gonna take much. You don't even have to do the feet or the tail or anything else, because we're gonna cover most of that up later with the background. And then go ahead and get the color patterns that you wanna use. I chose to start with a blue-green, and I'm just gonna fill in the spaces where I want it to show up and where I've decided the sunlight is gonna come from. So on the right side of the elephant is gonna be the shading, and on the left side of the elephant and on the top is where the sun is going to hit and where I'm going to have all my highlights. So basically just put it where you think it might look good. Oh, I think someone wants to say hello. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Mama's painting. Okay, now shoot. Get. Where's my brush? There we go. All right, so now I'm just gonna highlight the areas where the sun is gonna hit. There you go. And don't worry about blending, because random lines and globs of paint make this painting look really pretty. And now we can start adding in the colors that we want. I'm gonna highlight with a little bit of light green, just to make a reflective undercoat, but it'll go away later when I add the other colors on top. You always want to put your shades on the bottom and your highlights on the top. So I'm gonna start with a brownish tint. And this does not look very good right now, but I'm gonna go over it with its highlight. Ugh. And all I did was add a little white to the same color, so it looks a little bit like coral and teal at the end. And you want to make sure you get that highlight where the ears and the head connect at the top, because that's really going to pop out. And never be afraid to add white. White is a beautiful color, especially when you want your sunshine to really pop. So now I'm making sure that I add my shade colors on the right ear. So I'm putting a blue undercoat in there and going over it with my highlight. And now I'm just going to put in a quick idea of where the eyes are going to go. And really don't worry about detail right now, because I'm going to put that in at the very end. Just put a little rough detail on the nose, and we're going to fix that later. See how I'm adding some highlights here? It's really going to pop at the very end. And I'm sure you've also noticed that I expanded the size of my elephant ears a little bit. That's a good thing. So if you go over your lines, don't worry about that. All elephant ears are different shapes, and they're usually bigger than you think. Now, keeping in mind where your light is hitting, go in and add a lighter version of the same colors to your body. And now we're going to start on the background. I've chosen a kind of mustard gold, which is really going to be beautiful. And I've mixed it with white. Now this is where you can get really creative and put it wherever you want and add touches of your elephant colors as well. Now to do this, I used a kind of technique where I blotted it with a paper towel. And now I'm going in with white for a whimsical rough sketch of some branches. And I'll go over it with black in a minute. You can really put these wherever you want. Don't be afraid to add in some white wispy wind curls like I've done here. And now watch very carefully, but now I'm adding the detail on the elephant. I added a sparkle in the eye and really highlighted his wrinkles. And lastly, the tree is real easy. Just let your paint do what it wants. Add some color to your fog, some highlight to your leaves, and then you should be done. Just peel back your tape and voila! You have a beautiful framed elephant painting. Yours will look different because you have your own style, but I'd love to see yours. And if you want to do another one, let me know what animal you'd like to do. Custom paintings are for sale, so if you want one, just DM me and I'll get back to you. I hope you liked this. À tout à l'heure!